Hey guys, Samurai here. In 2013, the games X and Y came out, bringing this franchise into 3D. Along with that came Pokemon XY and XYZ. This season is regarded as one of the best in terms of character, animation, and storytelling. While after watching all the episodes, I can tell you my opinion. Now let's get started. First, I'm going to talk about the characters. In my old video, I made a lot of stupid points, and that video will be going into unlisted, but you can still watch it in the description down below. First, Serena. She goes through quite a lot of development throughout the whole series. She started out as a trainer who wanted to get out of Rhyhorn racing, but ended up with a determination to complete her goal. This is helped by the fact that she lost her first showcase, like not even making it to the first round. But then she grows and learns and eventually makes the finals of the master class. Serena represents growth along with many other companions before her. Now she's in a honing her skills. Now let's move on to my favorite character of X and Y, Clement. When we saw him at the start of the series, we knew he was a very analytical person in terms of battle, helped by the fact that he was an inventor. He also wasn't the most confrontational fellow, as he got kicked out of his own gym, but then through meeting Ash he gains the confidence, improves in battles, and not just to be analytical but using past experiences to improve the outcome of his battles, and not to mention bring one of the best gym battles we've seen thus far in the anime. Let's move on through Bonnie. She went through huge amounts of growth, with her starting out as very childish but in the ending becoming a lot more mature, but still having that childish edge to her. But I'm gonna be honest, I still don't like Bonnie. I don't hate her as much as I used to, but she's nowhere near my favorite. Now let's talk about Ash. Most people will say Ash has the same character that he was in Best Wishes, but I have to disagree. Ash has a flat character arc similar to Goku and Luffy, where he changes the people around him. And while staying mostly the same, what he learns this time is to take time and enjoy the thing. It's not about the destination, but the journey to get there. That's what's important. Now let's move on for the rivals for Ash. We have Tierno, Trevor, and Sawyer, not to mention Alon. Trevor is the rival with the most wasted potential and the least screen time, not too different from his game counterpart. Next, we have the exact opposite. We have Tierno with his unique rhythmic battle style, and he's full of passion, great personality. He was definitely fun to watch interact with the rest of the main cast. And next we have Sawyer. While how Paul was similar to Silver and having many similarities to Sawyer and Wally, they both share some differences. He was the very first rival to admire Ash and want to learn from him, eventually surpassing him. And having their battle be in the Kalos League was just a cherry on top. Next we have Alon, one of the best crafted rivals I've seen in the anime. What helps is that we had 4 specials to develop his character, not to mention his amazing battles with Ash. Their battle was a spectacle to behold. Speaking of spectacles, Serena's rivals, they're rather hit or miss. We have Miette, and that was great, along with Shauna. And then we have Nini. I don't hate her, but she just honestly didn't need to exist. Like Trevor, she felt like an add-on that honestly wasn't needed. Jessie was also hit or miss for the most part, but you know what this season did have, and what really hit or miss? The animation. The animation is on a whole different caliber, using that budget to its absolute effect, where gym battles were taken to a whole new level now. And we can just skip to the league where, I'm skip the league because since I am doing league reviews, it makes sense if I just review the league there instead of just reviewing it here. That's what I'll do for all the series that I'm reviewing. If I did do a league review on it, I'll probably link it in the description below. Well, time to talk about the Legendary Team Flare arc. This arc brings each one of our main characters into the spotlight, Clement having to risk Clembot, Serena getting Chespin along with Steven, Bonnie bonding with Zygarde, and Ash facing Zygarde with Alon, ending with the face-off of all the gym leaders. This was pretty solid, and I think a lot of people loved it, and it's still remembered as the golden standard to Evil Team Arts to this day. Now let's move on to the Pokemon. Serena's Pokemon were actually pretty standard, nothing too special. Same goes for Clement. Ash's were a mixed bag. On one half we have Grudra, Halusha, and then there's Talonflame, who isn't bad, but it's just there. And then we have Norvern, the biggest wasted slot I've ever seen on Ash's team. Yes, that includes Boulder, because at least Boulder won gym battle. It's not that hard. But next one we have to talk about is Greninja. And I don't hate Greninja. The reason why I'm going Greninja is because I have to make this certain joke, and it's by law that I have to make this certain joke every time someone talks about X and Y and Greninja. So, you know, insert Gokoji joke here.
Goga? Oh, po, Satoshi Goga, come back to me. I love you, I miss you, Goga.
No more. No more of that joke. I already did it once. I only need to do it once per quota. Anyways, we can't talk about this series without mentioning Greninja. You see, Ash and Greninja share a special bond where they undergo a transformation, becoming Ash Greninja. Okay, now I'm gonna insert the second joke. Insert Satoshi Gekoga joke here.
Satoshi Gekoga.
Wow. Yep, filmed my quota, did 2 jokes. But anyways, Ash became so obsessed with this winning of this power, he began to over-rely on the form for the wrong reasons, but he eventually learns that winning isn't everything. So, yeah, Ash does go through some character development, and Greninja was just one part of it, and that's why I didn't mention it previously, because I was waiting for Greninja. Now, we have talked about a lot of pros, but we have to bring up some cons. It wouldn't be a review if we bring up one thing without mentioning the other. You will notice that one of the big issues of X and Y that not many people talk about is the pacing is all over the place. For example, Ash finishes his first battle in episode 6. It didn't fight Grant until episode 24. That's almost 20 episodes apart. It's like this for a lot of the series. Ash will get a gym badge or Serena will finish a performance, and then we'll have 12 filler episodes. That can get annoying. Along with that, the filler isn't that good. Like, don't get me wrong, XY filler is good, but at the same time not that good. We have the Bonnie filler as the golden standard, but a lot of the filler is just could skip it. It's like, we need this Pokemon of the week, new Pokemon. Hey, what's that Pokemon? Pokedex scan. It's pretty run, set, and dry. Now, time to conclude it. Conclusion: XY and xy&z are good series. They had a great story, animation, and characters. While having negatives like any other series, it has its faults. If you don't remember liking the series, I recommend rewatching it. I didn't remember liking the series, but after a rewatch, I definitely changed my mind. I give Pokemon XY and xy&z an A tier. Next time, I'll rank the Best Wishes series. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, this has been me, and Samurai out.